dance for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands, la la la. You felt like oh la la la, yeah. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya.
Back in the hotel, there's just some things that never change. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. La la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. Open your lips and just me hooked on your tongue. Love your kisses deadly, don't stop.
I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya. All along I've been coming for ya, and I hope it meant something to ya. Call my name, I'll be coming for ya, coming for ya. For ya. Oh, she loves you when I call for ya. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya.
Only the best.
I'll go to the moon just to get close to you. But sitting in your room, I feel so far, far, far away. You know what to do to pull me into you. Cause every time you move, you take my breath, breath, breath away. Suddenly off my feet, so you come through. Now play you on repeat. Oh, you sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You got the perfect words to hurt me so good. You sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You're playing my heart and I'm falling apart just like I knew I would. Tell me why I save every last dance for you, and everything you say I memorize it all. You know how to get me high, yeah. Even when I wanna cry, but you're setting me on fire just to walk you off. I wanna hear you suddenly off my feet, so you come through. Now play you on repeat. Oh, you sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You got the perfect words to hurt me so good. You sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You're playing my heart and I'm falling apart just like I knew I would. Why you gonna wish you so happy? How did I used to make you so happy? How did I used to make you so happy? You deep inside of me, your back and forth is slowly killing me. Don't just leave me quietly. Play your song and keep coming to me. You sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You got the perfect words to hurt me so good. You sing a sad song, but you make it sound happy. You're playing my heart and I'm falling apart just like I knew I would.
Only the best.
You got me some type of way. Ain't just a feeling, to say, yeah, yeah. But I know I shouldn't think about it. So one fucking look at your face. Now I wanna know how you taste. Usually don't give it away, yeah, yeah. But you know I'm already thinking about it. Then I realize she's right there. And I'm at home like, damn, this ain't fair. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. You can hit it in the morning, yeah, yeah, like it's yours. I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. This shit always happen to me. Why can't we just play for keeps? Practically on my knees, yeah, yeah. But I know I shouldn't think about it. You know what you're doing to me. You're singing my songs in the streets, yeah, yeah. Acting all innocent, please. When I know you already thinking about it. Then you realize she's right there. And you're at home like, damn, she can't compare. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. You can hit it in the morning, yeah, yeah, like it's yours. I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. With your girlfriend. You could say I'm hating if you want to, but I only hate on it 'cause I want you. Say I'm tripping if you feel like, but you without me ain't right. You could call me crazy 'cause I want you, and I never fucking met you. Say I'm tripping and it ain't right, but you without me ain't nice. Yeah. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. You could hit it in the morning, yeah, yeah, like it's yours. I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Yeah. Wake up with your girlfriend, yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. Girlfriend, baby, yeah. With your girlfriend, with your girlfriend.
Only the best.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's
what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at
Only the best.
It was great at the very start. Hands on each other. Couldn't stand to be far apart. Closer the better. Now we're picking fights and slamming doors. Magnifying all our flaws. And I wonder why. Wonder what for. Why we keep coming back for more. Is it just our bodies? Are we both losing our minds? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Do we need somebody just to feel like we're alright? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Too much time losing track of us. Where was the real? Undefined, spiraling out of touch. Forgot how it feels. All the messed up fights and slamming doors. Magnifying all our flaws. And I wonder why, wonder what for. It's like we keep coming back for more. Is it just our bodies? Are we both losing our minds? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Do we need somebody just to feel like we're alright? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Even when we know it's wrong, and somebody better for us all along. Tell me, how can we keep holding on tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Even when we know it's wrong, and somebody better for us all along. Tell me, how can we keep holding on tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Is it just our bodies? Are we both losing our minds? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely.
Only the best.
your life, you will be shown how I become indestructible. Determination and is incorruptible. From the endless sign of terror to behold, annihilation will be unavoidable. Every broken enemy will know that they're from it, that they'll be invincible. Take a last look around while you're alive. I'm an indestructible master of war.
morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. Alright. Good morning.
up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, what is inside? Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play, I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. Why you really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made.
What a damn shame. What a goddamn shame. Jesus Christ. What, Dan Muller, he really is the Jelly of the Month Club. He's just the gift that keeps on giving the whole year round, Clark. I swear, man, it's Dan Mullen. What a winner this guy is, this Dan Mullen. Unbelievable. Anyway, how y'all doing? Good morning, it's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube today. Thanks for watching on a Monday. How was everybody's weekend? You have a good weekend? It was 272 degrees here all weekend long. Last night at like 11:30 at night, it was 92 degrees. At 11:30 at night, it was 92. I looked. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, we did Family Feud on Friday. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. We did LouTube Family Feud on the morning shoe on Friday. And I think we were all so excited about the Family Feud, I think we forgot to do the picture thing. If we did the picture thing, I don't remember, and no one sent me a picture. So I don't think we did the picture thing on Friday. So Celine Driver has got himself an extra day here. And I was gonna come on and say, well, we'll do it today. And then before the show even started, True Seminole hits me up with the super chat, $99.99, which pretty much guarantees him to win. So I don't know if you're still in here, True Seminole. If you are, you can send me a picture, and I'll put it up here right next to the live show schedule for the rest of the week. Or if you're watching now, you can send it to me now, and I'll put it up now. But hopefully you're still watching, but send me a picture to crazyunclelou@gmail.com, crazyunclelou@gmail.com. Any picture you want. It can be something like this. We've had people send in memes, pictures of their kids, whatever, picture of yourself at a game, whatever. You're a Seminole man. If you want, you can send in a picture of White Tonto. It would be up to you. It would be up to you. If not, we're going to continue to look at Celine and his daughter for the rest of the week. And Celine will just be the beneficiary of the 2-for-1 special. Yep. Just be what it is. It'll just be what it is. Latest on BVD as far as what I've heard, and I haven't heard much since Saturday. I guess over the weekend it was decided that he needed to be moved to another hospital. From the best I've been able to tell, it looks like they have that the infection that they've been working on. It looks from what I can tell, and again, if someone knows more, please correct me. But it looks like the infection is basically under control. But they were looking to move him to another hospital that was a little more specialized in terms of his kidneys, I believe. And then this morning, I found out that he is being moved today to a hospital in Knoxville. I'm piecing this information together from 2 or 3 different sources. Of course, BVD can't talk on the phone or text or anything like that, and I'm not there. So I'm piecing this together from 2 or 3 different people. So that's the best I can tell of what is going on over the weekend. And then this morning, on actually his daughter's Facebook page, I saw, over the weekend, I saw on his daughter's Facebook page that they were wanting to move him to one of 2 hospitals when a bed opened up at one of those 2 hospitals, to one of 2 hospitals that was better suited to care for his kidneys, I believe, is what it was. And then this morning, his daughter made a post that he is being moved today to Knoxville, and they're waiting on, I guess, an ambulance or EMS transportation to come and get him. So it sounds like that's good news. They don't like to move a patient who's not stable enough to move. So that's me guessing that he must be to a point where they're comfortable moving him, and that sounds like a good thing to me. And so they are going to move him today to a hospital in Knoxville. And again, if I'm wrong about any of that, I hope somebody will correct me in the comment section, because again, I'm piecing this together from a couple of different people. D4 texts me almost every day and gives me an update. Of course, he's been up there. And then a couple of people, like Carter makes videos every once in a while. His daughter's Facebook page, things like that. So to the best of my knowledge, anyway, that's kind of the latest. So, of course, it would be better if they, if they just said, "Hey, great news, you get to go home today." But it looks like he has at least stabilized enough to the point where they can move him somewhere where there are people that can give him the care that he needs, which, according to the doctors, I guess, is in Knoxville. So, and I see where D4 says, yes, he's being moved to Knoxville this morning. So, okay. And again, to me, that sounds like a good thing. If they're saying, hey, we need to move him to whatever hospital because they are better able to care for this particular ailment, and the hospital he's at says, okay, he's stable enough to move, to me, that seems good to me. But I know his. We have to remember too, he did have a stroke. So I don't know if any of you saw the video Carter posted of BVD, but he's clearly he clearly has some effects from the stroke. He had a hard time talking, and I guess he's having some issues like with his motor skills with his hands and whatever else. So not out of the woods, and probably a lot of rehab, I would assume, when you have a stroke and you lose certain abilities like that, or maybe not lose them, but have a hard time with them. It's probably something that takes a lot of rehabilitation to get back, I would assume. So keep thinking about him. Football is unimportant compared to what we're talking about here with BVD. That being said, BVD is a huge football fan, and it would be nice if he could come home sometime in the next few weeks. Before Thursday, September 2nd, when Tennessee plays their first game. Tennessee plays on Thursday night, September 2nd. Is that a month from today? Yeah, Tennessee plays 1 month from today, basically. Today's August 2nd. Tennessee's first game is September 2nd, Thursday night, against, I believe, Bowling Green. So Again, not to trivialize it, comparing it to football, whatever. I know football means nothing compared to what he's going through, but he's a huge football fan. Sure would be nice if we could, the doctors could get him fixed up and sent home in time to see his Vols kick off that Thursday night. So that's my hope for BVD. That's my hope for BVD. Anyway, good morning and welcome to the Morning Shoe. Today's Monday. That can only mean three different things, one of which is that Scott Kerr should be coming on to do his fake news today. I know everybody looks forward to that, so quite a treat you get here on a Monday morning. Thanks to everybody that is tuned in. D4 Sports, Tiger Baskins, what's up, buddy? Tiger Baskins has been everywhere lately. Am I the only one that's noticing this? Tiger Baskins is all over the place. Rick Sanchez, what's up, buddy? Battle Angel, Tiger Cat, Benelli, Joseph Sandberg, True Seminole, I see you back in here again. Did you hear me earlier about the picture? Send me a picture in if you want to, for me to put up next to my live show schedule here for the rest of the week. Seminole, man. It can be a funny picture making fun of another team. It can be a personal picture, of yourself at a game. It can be a picture. It can be a picture of the dark side of the moon. I mean, it's completely up to you. With any picture you want to send in, I'll be happy to put it up here next to my live show schedule for the rest of the week. Bama Fanatic, what's up, buddy? Swiggity Swooty? What in the world? Swiggity Swooty. Good morning, sir. Why does Swiggity Swooty sound like Dan Mullen's rap name? Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Woo.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you on a Monday?
I'm just about as good as you can be, considering the day of the week. Honestly.
Yeah. I'm still feeling the glow of victory in Family Feud from Friday with me and the ladies.
Wasn't that fun?
That's great, man. I enjoy the heck out of that.
Yeah, it didn't take me long. Like 5 minutes into it, I was like, God, why did I wait so long to do this again? Because I swear, I think it was before the Slob Olympics when we did that last time. So that was probably in February then.
Yeah, it was months.
And I'm like,
I think it was a couple months.
And it's not like it's no extra work for me. I mean, all I do is pull up a list of Family Feud questions and read them. I mean, it's kind of it's really easiest show I could do. So I don't know why I waited so long, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And I think everyone gets into it, even the people that are listening or watching get into it as well, because they're screaming an answer, I'm sure, at their monitor when they hear a question asked.
Yeah, and the thing about Family Feud, because I mean, when I watched Family Feud at home, I would do this too. The answer can seem so obvious to you, and you're sitting there watching it going, how can these people not be saying boat or whatever you think the obvious answer is, but the thing is, when you're playing the game, it's totally different. Like it's a lot easier when you're not playing, I think, to just spitball answers than it is when you get put on the spot like that and you're like, okay, I need an answer. Give me an answer. Give me an answer. Even if it is something obvious, sometimes it just escapes your mind.
Right. Are you a fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, I have not seen one episode, but I do. I know I'm familiar with the show, but I have never seen one full episode.
It's one of the funniest shows ever to be on TV, but they call themselves The Gang, and The Gang was on Family Feud. And you have only a person that answers with one answer. I mean, there's somebody they have in the top 6, and there's only one answer from this guy. And so Charlie, who's one of the cast or characters of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, was winning them all because he was getting the last answer, which would be dragon, or it was something always stupid. You go, what the hell? And they go, well, let's like Steve Harvey goes, well, let's see, and it would be the censor up there. So they did a great, I guess, homage to Family Feud. But yeah, if you ever want to watch a very, very funny show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is one of the funniest shows on TV.
Is that something that is still coming on with new episodes?
I'm
Or-
not sure if they've stopped or not. They're 10 seasons deep, I think.
Wow.
Lou,
And it's on Netflix?
it's
Really?
on FX. FXX is what it's on.
Well, the TV station, yeah, but I wonder if it's on Netflix so I could go back and watch it from the beginning.
It might be on Netflix.
I'll have to check.
It could be. Yeah, it could be on Netflix. I've never checked on that. But I still will watch some of the old episodes and just crack up because it's that funny. And it's almost like it's like a dirty Seinfeld. Okay. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
it is kind of a show about nothing, but they do get on one particular item and then they go crazy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check
I
it out.
think-
I've heard people talk about it, and I'm thinking it might be on Netflix, and maybe that's why I even am familiar with it at all. But I've definitely heard of it, so I'll have to check
Well,
that out.
The story is that Danny DeVito saw the first season and he called up and said, I want to be on this show.
Oh,
And they worked him into the show.
they're saying it's on Hulu. Okay.
Okay,
Hulu.
it's on Hulu.
Yeah, they say all FX shows are on Hulu. And you know what? I knew that because Sons of Anarchy used to be on Sons of Anarchy was on Netflix forever. And then all of a sudden it was gone one day. And I was trying to figure out why. And I remember reading an article that Hulu had struck a deal with FX to get all its shows on Hulu. So that makes
Right.
sense now.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Lollapalooza was on Hulu last night. Do you have Hulu?
No, but I might be getting it soon.
It's pretty reasonable, isn't it?
I think it's $65 a month.
65 a month. Okay.
Well, for Hulu
Wow.
Live, I'm talking about for Hulu plus Live TV.
Okay, gotcha.
Hulu plus Live
Gotcha.
TV. Yeah.
Well, hell, that's a lot cheaper than DirecTV and everything else out there.
Well, yeah, and I am finally giving in, and maybe this is going to end up being a big mistake. I don't know, but I'm finally giving in, and for this football season, I am going to be doing streaming TV instead of satellite or cable for the first time. So I've stuck with satellite and cable for the convenience factor of football season, and knowing that, okay, no matter what, I can watch this game at 3:30 without having to try to figure anything out.
Right.
But people have talked me into it now, and so I am going to take the plunge, cut the cord, and so I'm trying to. I think I'm going to do YouTube TV. From what I can tell, and I've spent a lot of time looking into this over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
There may be a lot of difference between YouTube TV and Hulu, but when it comes to watching football games, YouTube TV and Hulu TV have every football channel you could possibly want, except Hulu does not have ACC network and YouTube TV does. That's the only difference I can find in terms of being able to watch football. They both have all the ESPNs. They both have all, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. They both have FS1 and FS2. They both have SEC network. The only difference I can find is that Hulu doesn't have ACC network and YouTube TV does. So I'm probably going to end up going with YouTube TV, at least in the beginning.
And who the hell wants to watch the ACC network?
Well, I hear you,
I'm
but
kidding.
there are a
kidding.
couple of games a year that they purposely put on there, to make you want to get it. So, yeah. But in general,
Well, you know
nobody.
what?
You're right.
Let me know if you do that. Let me know, because I'm sick and tired of paying $200 and some odd a month. Now that is, I've got DirecTV along with my internet and all that. I've got the package, But I have to call them and kind of, cuss them out every year and say, why is my damn bill so high? And then they go, what? And they always say, well, Spectrum or Dish is offering this. Then they go, oh, well, we can bring it down to this and we can bring it to about 160. I'm like, okay. And then next year it's back up again.
Saying, I've been round and round with that for 20 years, it seems like.
Yeah, it's sad. And I know that DirecTV is losing a lot of customers. AT&T owns DirecTV now.
Yeah.
And look, no problem with AT&T's internet service. I will highly recommend that to anybody. But DirecTV, every time it rains, signal loss, etc. So
they're saying in the comments Hulu does have ACC network. So maybe I got it backwards, or maybe it's YouTube that didn't have it. In any case, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna get I'm either gonna get YouTube TV or Hulu TV. Probably do it. I'm not gonna wait until the day football season starts because I need to use it for a couple of weeks to figure the damn thing out because I'm old. So I'll probably get it sometime in the next couple of weeks. But it'll be one of those two. I'll have to decide between one of those two. And somebody said, I don't see it now. Oh, Russell Westbrook says HBO Max is the hottest streaming service out right now. Yeah, I have HBO Max, but you can't watch live TV. I mean, no, I have that. I'm talking about watching football games live, though. You can't do that on Netflix or HBO Max or Amazon Prime TV or none of that. I mean, I have all that, too.
I'm finding HBO Max just to be more of a problematic than to get to my real HBO and I want to watch. If I wanted to watch HBO, I would just go to on DirecTV to anything HBO on demand, is go to the 1000 channels and find 1501. And, if I wanted to watch The Sopranos again, then I could do just that.
Right.
And it just seems to be, I don't know. It's great to have an app and watch it on your phone, I guess. I mean, I watched a movie last night with, what's his name, Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro, called No Sudden Moves, directed by Steven Soderbergh. And it was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I was just like, I expected more. Because, I mean, they had John Hamm from Mad Men in it. They had a big cast in it.
Speaking of have you seen Mad Men?
Oh, man, I've watched Mad Men at least 4 times.
Yes. Now, every one of these shows that comes along that becomes the most popular show at the time, I give them all a chance, including Mad Men. I've watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of Mad Men probably 5 times over the course of the last 3, 4, 5 years. I can never get into it. Do I need to give it more of a shot than 2 or 3 episodes, or what am I missing?
Absolutely, because I think what the whole thing about Mad Men is there are so many characters in Mad Men. They throw so many people at you in Mad Men at the beginning, and then it kind of settles down, and then you get to know who the main character is. But I mean, Don Draper, John Hamm is definitely the main character,
right?
And I forget the actress name that plays Roger Sterling, but he's absolutely terrific as well. And
I had to start watching The Sopranos. I had to start watching Game of Thrones multiple times for the same reason. The first couple of episodes of Game of Thrones, there are so many characters introduced that it especially if you're not familiar with the story and hadn't read any of the books, which was the case for me, I got confused every single time I sat down to watch Game of Thrones. I'd make it to the second episode and there'd be this character. And I'm like, okay, what am I feel like I'm supposed to know who this is, but I don't remember. And so I'd quit watching and I'd go back, 6 months later, I'd try it again. And eventually, once I got, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes in, it all kind of smoothed out, kind of like what you're saying with Mad Men. And I was able to watch the rest of it. So maybe I need to give Mad Men another chance.
Game of Thrones is still that way to me. I've tried to rewatch it. I've got a friend who's watched it 6 times. And the first season is just so damn hard to get through, But I mean, I watched them all, and my God, the last few seasons of that show were magnificent. The battle scenes have been better than any battle scene I've seen in a movie. I was just like, good Lord, how many horses do they kill in the show? I mean, it's sad. Hey, something we haven't done in a little while. Might get some stingers together, and one I would love to use is "It's a Trap," and of course my favorite, "You Big Dummy." And "It's a Trap" will come halfway during the third story, and "Big Dummy," I think you'll pick up. It'll be the last thing in the fourth story.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. I was.
That's all right. Okay, I just sort of think a couple of stingers. It's a trap, and we use it halfway. I'll give you the cue. I'll just stop talking, but we'll use it halfway in the third story, and then it'll be the "Big Dummy" I would love to use as the last portion of the fourth story.
All right, let me see if I can remember where "It's a Trap" is.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Okay.
Okay.
So all right, "It's a Trap" in the third story. "You Big Dummy" it towards the end.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's halfway in the third story is for "It's a Trap."
Gotcha.
You ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's go. It's time for Lou 2 Fake News, and here is the news fit to be only on the Uncle Lou channel. So it was announced a few weeks ago during SEC Media Days that Bryce Young has already made a 7-figure salary with NIL, name, image, likeness. Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin stated, "Why even play the game when you already made your money?" Compare that to quarterback Vanderbilt Jake Bowen, who's only made $3.50 and had to perform 2 refunds. This fake news reporter believes a large shite storm may be brewing over the NIL status in collegiate football, and how does Uncle Lou and I make that kind of cheddar? JT Daniels has been named the preseason most chill quarterback of the SEC. Nothing phases him, stated several Georgia players, and Coach Smart said, "I've taken up yoga because of chill JT and do downward-facing dog. Dog with an A and a W." JT himself stated he wants to win the Natty this year. He is requesting at home that Sanford Stadium play nothing but down-tempo, deep house music during the entire time of the game. So if you wonder why there's been no mention of the Summer Olympics, well, they've been boring as hell. The lowest ratings of Olympics coverage in 35 years. No Bob Costas to make fun of. Female weightlifting makes me feel like I'm watching a snuff film. And fencing makes me wonder whether they're going with chain link or wood. The women's trap. It's a trap. Isn't what you might think it is. And the USA basketball team losing to France? WTF. Congrats, though, to Gold Olympian swimmers who came from what college? Yes, indeed, the University of Georgia. So soon enough, put out the flame, for the party will be over. Anyone want to buy a Tokyo 2020 jockstrap? Big mistake on this fake news reporter's e-commerce business to purchase 5,000 Tokyo 2020 jockstraps in late 2019. Promise you, you can get one cheap. Now, an op-ed piece from this fake news reporter, Scott Kerr. Sooners fans, maybe, welcome to the SEC. But wagons are for toddlers and pumpkins. So get rid of that shite before you come to our conference. Speaking of mascots, Auburn, make up your damn mind. You're either a War Eagle or a Tiger. You can't be both, because once you say you're an Auburn fan, everyone thinks of you as a dumbass. And grown men and women are yelling in Columbia, South Carolina, "Go Cox." Think of what impression you're making on the little children when you're yelling for a cock. So no wagons, cocks, or eagles in the SEC. We're all for Sasquatch or a Yeti for a mascot, so look at your program and see if there's room. Dan Mullen has already stated he'd wear a Bigfoot costume during an entire game. But we all know that he's an ass clown, and that's no costume. Big dummy.
You big dummy.
Shout out to Grady 1219 too. Been a while since I've seen my boy Grady.
With his gun pointed. What, he's going to shoot the damn camera? Lou 2 Fake News is being brought to you by Carl Childers Biscuit and Gravy Food Truck. Ask for Carl Childers Food Truck at your next event or even in your neighborhood. Carl serves up biscuits, gravy, and French fried potatoes all over a butane gas stove, unless it ain't got no gas in it. And Carl will even slice open your biscuits for you with his sling blade. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. He calls it a sling blade. No worries either. Carl reckon he ain't got no reason to kill anybody. Reserve his truck now at bbwmatures.eu. And Hell's Angels Bar and Goose Creek, where they are tidying up the compound, expecting a visit from one of the original Hells Angels clubs in California. President Dick Wrench plans to have a big party for the guests, including his famous Vienna sausage casserole feast, old ladies bikini contest, where one of the categories is saggiest, and always heavy competition in that. Gassy Charlie will be farting Steppenwolf tunes and jousting on motorcycles. Sorry, the public is not allowed in this week unless you want your head torn clean off at Hell's Angels Bar, right before Stumpy's Firecracker Stand in Goose Creek. And that is the Lou 2 Fake News for the week. Gunga Galunga. Scott Kerr reporting.
Motorcycle jousting? Now, I would watch that.
I would watch that too. I mean, hell, it ought to be on ESPN 2.
Yeah.
or
Motorcycle jousting.
one Fox Sports South would be good, you know?
And did you say somebody was going to be farting Steppenwolf tunes?
Gassy Charlie, yeah.
Oh, Gassy Charlie. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, that'll be
He
good.
does a great rendition of Born to Be Wild.
Right. Sounds like an event you can bring your whole family to.
Well, no, they won't allow the public in for this thing. That's why I said they might tear your head clean off, you know, if you come for this, because this is a private party event they're having.
As Michael Vick would say, or Mike Vick, VicTube would say, well, fuck. Shout out to VicTube.
Well, Lou, I hope you have a great week. I'm glad you gave us an update on BVD. I still wish him nothing but speedy recovery, and hope he does return back to some normalcy in his life. And yeah, I do hope he gets back and is able to watch some football. That would be absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
But it sounds like good news that they are moving him to another hospital. He's stabilized enough to do just that. I know it was kind of touch and go for him for a while, so that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Hopefully, like I said, I know football doesn't matter, but we all know BVD. There's not very many things he loves more than football. It sure would be nice if they could get him fixed up enough to go home sometime in the next few weeks. And the thing is, as many updates as I've been getting and things like that, I don't have any idea whether they think maybe he can go home in a week or maybe he can go home in 6 weeks. I don't know about that. So I'm just hoping whatever issues he remain, that the doctors at this new place can get him fixed up enough to the point where, not that he'll be in perfect shape maybe, or not, maybe he won't be like the BVD he was before right away when he goes home, but we all know we're more comfortable at home than we are in a hospital, especially when it comes to yelling at the TV. And it sure would be nice if he could get home in time for football season,
Sure. Well, recovery from a stroke is, I do believe he can recover from it. I don't think, especially with rehab, therapy, physical therapy, whatever is needed, that possibly he can get all of his motor functions going again, and that's what I'm hoping will happen. And he'll live a healthier life, and everything will be okay. Look, I had a boss that had like several mini strokes and kind of lost his mind. I think that was worse than just having a stroke. That because he had so many little mini strokes that he was a little out there for a while. Sold the company right out from under us, us employees during that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, bad stuff. Anyway, hey man, have a good week.
You too, Scott.
And we will talk again very, very soon.
I can't wait. Hey, 4 more weeks, you'll have you'll have football, football game stories to talk about on Mondays, right?
Honestly, that story comes from what I read, that JT is the most cool guy in the locker room. Everyone just thinks he's so laid back and just cool and got a cool head on his shoulders. I think he's going to be the best quarterback in the SEC this year.
Well, that sure would be nice. That sure would be nice.
I think he's going to throw for a lot of yards.
All
That's
right.
what I'm hoping for him for anyway.
We're going to find out
All
soon.
Right. Yes, indeed. We will, man.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right. All right, Scott.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Scott Kerr, just like he does every single Monday, in with the fake news. Okay, I have screwed up on the picture thing. I checked the email about 7:45 this morning because I couldn't remember who won the thing on Friday. And so then I thought, well, maybe I didn't do it since we were doing the family feud. And so I told Seminole to send in a picture. Well, when I went to my email to check to see if Seminole had sent in a picture, Traction Jackson sent in a picture, and I remembered that we did do it on Friday and he won. So what I'm going to do is alternate days. So today will be Seminole. And then tomorrow, today will be Traction Jackson, who sent this one in here. Nick Chubb's first touchdown, I believe. I know this was the first game. This was Chubb's freshman year, and this was the first game of the season. And I believe this was his first touchdown, or maybe he had one earlier in the game. But this is the one where his shoe came off. A pretty famous play for Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb has several sort of plays that everybody remembers, and this is one of them. His shoe comes off right there when he trips up on the 25-yard line. But it was no problem for Chubb to go ahead and score on the Tater Man with one shoe. Just another blowout win for Georgia over Clemson is all this was. Poor poor Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, the two best quarterbacks Clemson has ever had. Neither of them have a win against UGA. It's really kind of sad. It's really sad. Oh, yeah, I saw that over the weekend, Joseph, where they gave Nick Chubb an extension, so that's good. Because this will most likely be his big contract, because this contract runs out when he's, I believe, 29 years old. And in running back years, that's almost retirement age. So I was glad to see him get a big extension and raise, because I think he's earned it. As a running back, you really have a limited opportunity to really cash in big. When you get your first rookie contract for 3 or 4 years, you have got to perform at a high level in those first 3 or 4 years, because your second contract as a running back, well, a lot of times as a running back, your second contract is your last contract. But in almost all cases as a running back, your second contract is your biggest contract. Teams are just very skeptical to sign running backs or extend running backs or especially give huge money to running backs that are anywhere near the age of 30. And I know everybody wants to point at Adrian Peterson, and that's great, but that's like saying that every single quarterback is going to win a Super Bowl when they're 42 because Tom Brady did it. Adrian Peterson at the running back position and Tom Brady at the quarterback position are the two exceptions to the rule when it comes to age. Running backs over the age of 30, just look in the NFL over the last 20 years. You don't see very many productive running backs in the NFL over the age of 30. The other problem is NFL teams don't really value the running back position anymore like they used to. So you get a running back that's 27, 28, 29 years old, and his contract is coming up. You have a choice. Do you pay him $10 million a year to play till he's 35, or do you sign another 21-year-old running back out of the draft and pay him $3 million a year for 3 or 4 years? You know what I mean? So I was glad to see Chubb cash in now. Because this will likely be his big payday. He got a huge signing bonus too. I believe it was $20 million signing bonus or something like that. So yeah, shout out to Chubb. Shout out to Chubb. TK wants to know, did a Clemson player throw Nick Chubb's shoe out of anger? No. As pitiful as the tater is, and it's pretty pitiful, they're not nearly as lowbrow as the Florida man. So, no. Not a single tater picked up Nick Chubb's shoe and threw it. That's an honor reserved. That's an honor reserved solely for the Florida man.
He's a Florida man, Lou!
Facts. He is indeed. He is indeed a Florida man. That is a fact. Well, did y'all watch Outer Banks season 2? Came out on Friday, I believe. Outer Banks season 2. I told y'all to watch Outer Banks season 1. I told y'all that it was a couple of months ago because season 2 was coming out end of July. Well, came out Friday. How many of you watched it like you were supposed to? I will admit, some of the storylines that develop in season 2 are completely ridiculous and so far-fetched. I mean, it was a little far-fetched to start with in season 1, but season 2 didn't hold anything back in terms of stretching the bounds of your imagination and reality. But it was good. It was good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was good, but for those of you who have seen it, and without spoiling anything, but I think it's episode 2 when both groups of people just happened to show up in Charleston, South Carolina at the exact same time. I mean, come on. Come on. And I like stuff with religious overtones or whatever, like like I love the Da Vinci Code and stuff like that. So in season 2 of Outer Banks, the whole thing with the golden cross and the key and the Shroud of Turin is supposed to be in there, and you got the lady who can't walk, trying to find the Jesus's rag or whatever the heck it was because she thinks it'll heal. That whole thing, I was like, okay, here we go with this now. But it was good. I mean, it was good, and the ending was the ending surprised me. The ending surprised me. And I'm not going to say what that was for those of you who haven't seen it yet, but the ending, I didn't see that coming. I'm talking about the very end, like literally the last 2 seconds. I did not see that coming. The other kind of twist that happened in the last episode, I think everybody saw that coming. But it's good. Outer Banks. So if you're one of these people that's always, feels like you've seen everything on Netflix or whatever, check out Outer Banks. It's pretty good. Season 1 came out, I guess, last summer, and season 2 out now. And it's good. It's good. It's worth watching. It's worth watching. Anyway. Yeah, JC, the Ozark thing. Ozark and Stranger Things, honestly, is starting to get annoying. They don't even have a release date for Ozark or Stranger Things. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. It's been over 2 years since the last season of those two shows, and I you know, and it's almost getting to the point now where it's getting frustrating waiting on Ozark and Stranger Things, the new seasons of that. All right, Seminole, thanks for hanging out with us this morning, buddy. We'll see you next time. Virgin River's another one I've been watching on there. It's okay. I mean, the storyline, I guess, is good enough to where it keeps you watching. You know, like you always want to, an episode ends and you feel like you have to watch the next episode. But there's some really annoying characters in there. And the more you watch it, the more annoying they get, kind of thing. But it's okay. It's not a binge watch show. You can watch an episode or two of that and then wait a week and watch another couple episodes, that kind of thing. Outer Banks, Ozark, Stranger Things. You start watching these shows, next thing you know, it's 10 hours later and you don't watch the whole season. I mean, that's how good those are. Virgin River, you can take your time watching that. I could watch Nick Chubb score his touchdown all day long and just not say another word. That would be ideal. Or we could watch Dan Mullen dance again. That might be interesting. I'm thinking about doing the call-in show 3 days this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Instead of just Tuesday and Thursday. It's been so many people trying to call into the call-in show the last couple of times. I'm thinking about doing it 3 days this week. Can y'all tell I don't have anything else to talk about today other than fake news with Scott Kerr? Is it obvious? Has Chess Hall been in the comments today? I need Chess Hall to unblock me from his channel. He's blocked. He's blocked all my accounts. I have 2 Uncle Lou accounts. He blocked them both. I have Uncle Lou on LouTube. He blocked that. I had to dig up my the old morning show email account from back when BVD was on the show. You remember I used to have an email called the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD or something like that. I had to dig that one up just to be able to comment on his show last night. And I was only commenting to ask him to unblock my regular accounts because I can't be bothered to log in and out of old accounts just to try to comment on a Chess Hall stream. I guess I'm just going to have to stop watching because if I can't comment on a live show, I don't watch it. So. So I don't know. It's a conundrum wrapped inside a riddle. I even saw where Ballard and VicTube asked him to unblock me, but no luck. I'm not sure, Neo, unless it's because, unless it has to do with Jesse J calling him a, whatever it was he called him, a blackmail, unless it's that. Other than that, I have no idea. Is there any football news that doesn't involve Texas, Oklahoma to the SEC? No. Stop it. Okay, there you go. That's better. Thank you. I don't understand. This is, I think Scott said something about the Olympics too, but what the hell is going on here? The U.S. women's soccer team just got beat by Canada, so they're eliminated. No gold medal for them. They're the best team in the world. They lose to Canada 1-0. And then now Simone Biles is coming back. What is going on here? I haven't paid that close of attention to the Simone Biles thing other than seeing people cry about it on Facebook a few times. But I do know that she quit or decided not to compete or whatever decision it was she made about a week ago. But now the top headline on ESPN, Simone Biles coming back to compete in the beam final. From what I heard, I guess she was having like some sort of, she was just mentally drained or whatever, I guess. Did she recuperate in 5 days and now she's mentally stable? I don't know. I haven't expressed any opinion on the Simone Biles situation. So I just don't know what the hell's going on here. After previously withdrawing from the all-around competition in 3 event finals, Simone Biles will be competing in Tuesday's balance beam final at the Olympic Games. Biles said she's been experiencing the twisties since the team finals last week. I don't even know what that is. She withdrew from the competition following the vault, the first event, and has not competed since. The team had said she would be evaluated every day and that it would be making decisions according to her competition status. In a series of posts to her Instagram story on Friday, Biles said she was still experiencing the phenomenon in which gymnasts feel like they get lost in the air, and said her mind and body are simply not in sync. She withdrew from Monday's floor final on Sunday, and the team said her status for beam, the last event, was uncertain. However, her teammate, who replaced her in the vault final on Sunday, said she believed Biles would compete on Tuesday. Yeah, I think so. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know for sure. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I have no clue. And don't really care all that much. The Simone Biles thing is hard. I don't really understand what happened there. I heard some stories that she quit because the judges weren't scoring her fairly. Then I heard she was injured. Then I heard she was mentally drained. Now she's saying that she feels lost in the air. I don't know. I don't know. But not too lost to compete in the beam, I guess. So I just don't know. I just don't know about that. Must be nice to be in this position, but NBA player Chris Paul has turned down a $44 million player option. Chump change, I guess. U.S. men's team did win yesterday, soccer. Not in the Olympics, but in the Gold Cup. beat Mexico. Who remembers the video I did about 2 months ago about the high school running back in Texas, junior? He's a junior. He's already committed to the Longhorns. And so he came out and said he's not playing his senior year of high school. He's just going to sit out his entire senior year of high school and just train so he's more prepared when he gets to Texas. Who remembers that? He's about to start his senior year of high school. So this would have been his senior year of high school coming up when they start school here in the next couple of weeks. And who you guys remember me talking about him? I did a video about him a couple of months ago. And in that video I said, here's the problem. It's not just this guy. It's not just that this kid is sitting out. It's that this is one of the once the horse leaves the barn deals. You know, one of the, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube thing. I said, once one person does it, you're just going to see more and more people doing it. And then it's going to trickle up to college. You're going to have college players sitting out their third year. And I was like, this is just how it happens. Well, an Ohio State recruit, what's his name? Ewers or something like that? Let's see if I can find this story. Quinn Ewers. 5-star quarterback, committed to Ohio State. Now he's sitting out his senior year. He's not going to play either. He can't be bothered either. So I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe name, image, and likeness will prevent this from happening in college. But I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's sitting out. Nobody wants to play. Clemson players can't stay out of jail. You know? You heard about this? Clemson Tigers cornerback Fred Davis II charged with was this, reckless driving? 115 miles per hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Ran into a mailman. Released on bond. 60 miles an hour over the speed limit, 115, when he crashed his car into the rear end of a mail carrier truck. Crashed into the mailman. The mail truck flipped over into oncoming traffic after being struck by the Clemson player's Dodge Charger. What a surprise, the Clemson player had a Dodge Charger. 2 other vehicles collided while trying to avoid the mail truck. Davis, a freshman from Jacksonville, Florida, is expected to compete for playing time in the Tigers secondary this season. Okay, first of all, how's he a freshman? He played in 11 games last year, so he's a sophomore. Well, I guess he's about to be a sophomore once fall semester starts. I guess technically he would still be a freshman now, but he'll be a sophomore this coming season. He played in 11 games last year. He was not injured in the accident, but the mailman has serious injuries. It seems like Dabo's just lost control. It really seems like Dabo has just lost control of the program, doesn't it? Or is it just me? I don't know. Oh, you know what else? I got to give y'all a shout out too. Just happened to see this. You remember, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or so when I posted this? It was only about 3 weeks ago, seems like, right? When I hit 39,000 subscribers. When last football season ended, like in January, I was at 38,000 subscribers. So it took me from January to July, 6 months. It took me 6 months to get from 38,000 subscribers to 39,000. 6 months to gain 1,000 subscribers in the off season. I'm almost at 40,000 already. I've gained almost 1,000 in July. So shout out to you guys. You guys must be sharing some of these videos or something, because even for a channel my size, to gain almost 1,000 subscribers in a month is a lot. What am I at now? Well, I'm glad you asked. Hold on and I'll tell you. As of this morning, I am at 39,831. So I gained basically 831 subscribers in July, and from January to June, only gained 1,000. So people are sharing these videos around. That's the only explanation. I know it's getting closer to football season, so more people are coming around YouTube looking for football videos too. But still, just based on past experience, to gain 1,000 subscribers in July is a lot. I don't think I've ever gained 1,000 subscribers in July. The YouTube algorithm clearly likes Gold and Blue Dude. He's on track for 300,000 monetized views in August. Well, there's no way to know that. Today's August 2nd, so that would be taking the number of views he had yesterday and multiplying them by 30, and taking one day's worth of views isn't really a very accurate depiction of what you're on track for. July is over. So he should look up how many he got in July. But anything close to 300,000 would be amazing for July or August. Between the Trenches says, I'm on track for 200 subs by 2026. Well, what are you doing wrong? Let's see. Well, you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos in the last 4 weeks. So, I believe you. I believe you. You went about 3 weeks without doing a video at all in July. So, yeah, I believe you. You do a show once a week with Chess Hall. I'm surprised you're not at 1,000 already. I'm just messing with you. Lou is getting all the OU and Texas fans before they get pissed off and unsubscribe. You know the SEC boot camp video I made, SEC 101, everything Oklahoma and Texas fans need to know about the SEC. I actually got a lot of positive feedback from OU and Texas fans on that video. There was a few who showed up with the predictable song and dance, but it was a lot of positive feedback from those fans on that too. Yeah, tell him, Wilkie. Yeah, if the show if the show with Chess doesn't work out, do a show with Unc. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean the easy thing to do right now is just make any Texas or Oklahoma video, and it's gonna get some traction. But I hate doing that. I think I've made 3, all 3 of which were totally different. I hate to get caught in that trap of trying to do something just because. Well, first of all, at least for me, if I do a video just because I know people will watch it, it's never a very good video. I have to have some kind of inspiration or idea or something before I do a video for it to be any good. I'm not talented enough to just say, okay, I know people want to see a Texas and Oklahoma video, so let me make a Texas and Oklahoma video. I'm not good enough at this to be able to do that and make the video any good. I have to. Most of the ideas I get from my videos, I'm literally just sitting around or doing whatever I'm doing, and some really weird idea pops in my head, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would work. That would work. Yeah, Josh, I try to avoid that. Let's see, I think it's only 3 I made, and I think, at least I hope, all 3 had a purpose. Yeah, actually, the SEC boot camp, someone gave me that idea in the comments section. They're like, you should make a video about some of the stuff in the SEC that Texas and Oklahoma fans might not know about. So I made the SEC boot camp, SEC 101, 5 things Texas and Oklahoma need to know about the SEC. When the news first came out that Texas and OU were going to the SEC, I made a video called Texas and Oklahoma Tired of Being Good, Want to Join SEC and Go 8-4 every year. And then when it became official, I made a video about what year they may end up joining the SEC because, of course, their TV deal with the Big 12 goes through 2025. The letter that they sent says they want to join July 1st of 2025. But we all know that they're likely to join the SEC before that. Missouri and Texas A&M were in a similar boat. They still had time remaining on their Big 12 TV contract. They paid the buyout and came the next year. Texas A&M and Missouri announced they were going to the SEC. They played one more season in the Big 12, and then they left. And so I think that's what Texas and Oklahoma will end up doing. So I made one video talking about that. I made the one trolley video right when this was announced about Texas and Oklahoma must just want to go 8-4. And then I made the SEC boot camp one. And I've talked about it on the live shows, but that's only because every single person that calls in, that's what they ask about. Yeah, Bad Dog, and you'll fit right in from a fan perspective. Like you're basically, when it comes to college football, you're an SEC fan trapped in the Northeast. Like you're passionate like that. You know, you're most people in the Northeast, Bad Dog, and I think you would agree. Most people in the Northeast, their passion that are football fans, their passion is reserved solely for the NFL. There's not a lot of die-hard college football fans in the Northeast. It's way more of an NFL area. And so you're like the exception to the rule. You're a passionate college football SEC type of fan trapped in the Northeast. You'll fit right in as an Oklahoma fan in the SEC. Bill Rupp says, "Me woo." You what, Bill? Me woo. Me woo. Sounds like somebody learning a new language. Me woo. You. Jane. You, Jane. Me woo. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't even ask. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. Oh, Lou Jr. starts soccer back today, so that's something exciting. His first practice is today. They got a couple of weeks of practice, and then their first games are the weekend, two weekends away in Atlanta. They have a tournament in Atlanta, August 13th, 14th, and 15th. So I'll be in Atlanta August 13th, 14th, and 15th, taking him to his soccer tournament up there. So, but yeah, first practice today. He has open house tonight too for school. He has open house at 5:30 or orientation or whatever they call it at school. Their school, Bad Dog, we go back to school down here on Thursday. Way different up in New York, I know, because I have a niece that lives up there. But kids down here, we start back on Thursday. So he has open house tonight at 5:30, and then soccer practice at 6:45. My daughter is getting ready to start high school, so I haven't been sleeping much lately. She had her open house last week on Thursday, her high school orientation last Thursday. But yeah, they start on Thursday. So my daughter, ninth grade, first year in high school, and Lou Jr. getting ready to dominate the 7th grade. So, busy week for me. I'll have to take Lou Jr. to soccer practice this week in the evenings. And we're still trying to work out. I think my daughter has a ride to school with one of her friends that has a driver's license, which is a whole other scary issue. But I think she's going to need a ride home on some days. My son has a ride to school every morning, but I'll have to pick him up from school some afternoons. And then some afternoons he'll ride to Cheese. Bad Dog, I can definitely come on, but I don't know yet what time. I know you like to schedule the time that people come on those 24-hour live streams. I will be in Atlanta that weekend, but I won't know until I think the day before. August 14th. Is that a Saturday? Let me look. Yeah, August 14th is a Saturday. I won't know until the day before that, Bad Dog, what time Lou Jr.'s games are on the 14th. I won't know. But I know I can come on, but it might be like, it might be in the evening. I don't know what time his games are, so I won't be able to let you know. But what I'll do, as soon as I do know what time his games are, I'll get in touch with you. And I'll tell you, I can come on anytime between, 4 in the afternoon and 10 at night or something. I'll give you a big wide window because I know you have other people that'll come on, and we'll get it worked out for sure, I promise. I know that I can come on at some time. I'll just have to wait and tell you exactly when that time is. It probably won't be until the day before that when I know. So, but yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. You're a beast at those 24-hour live streams. I did one like 3 years ago, and I haven't had the stones to do it again since. I still haven't caught up on my sleep from the 24-hour live stream I did 3 years ago. You do 2 a year, don't you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ballard got a car. Saw a picture of it. Shout out to Ballard. Totaled his car. Less than a week later, he got another one. Beast mode activated. Yeah, now they get out down here pretty early, too. They get out down here around May 20th. They get out the third week of May. From their summer break starts May. I don't remember the exact date this year, but it's basically they go to school for a little over half the month of May. Then they're out the rest of May, all of June, all of July, and they start back, in this case this year, August 5th, I guess it is. I heard Ballard got a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Fairs? Do we have fairs? No one would go to a fair here in July or August. It's 120 degrees. No one would go. Yeah, we have fairs here in October. We don't have summer fairs here. We have fall and spring fair here. We don't do the summer fair here. It's too hot. Nobody would go. I'm not exaggerating. The real temperature here for the last 3 or 4 days has been over 100 degrees. And by the time you factor in humidity and the heat index, it's no lie. Like it's 115, 120 degrees here and it'll be that the rest of this month and half of September. So yeah, they have fairs here, but they don't start until October. If they had a fair here now, nobody would go. Last night at 11 o'clock at night, it was 92 degrees. And with the humidity, it was probably 100 at 11 o'clock last night. You want the heat, bad dog? Come on down, bad dog. You come. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, the humidity, you go check the mail down here. You are soaking wet when you get back in your house. And I'm not exaggerating. You can't walk down your driveway and check the mailbox in the afternoon here. You go check your mail at 2 or 3 in the afternoon here, 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon. Walk down your driveway, check your mail, walk back in your house. Your clothes are soaking wet when you get back in. The humidity is out. It's unbelievable. You got to drink water. Yeah, water just makes you sweat more. I mean, sweat is good because if you don't sweat, when you stop sweating, that's when you have a heat stroke. So, yeah, you got to drink water because water makes you sweat and the sweat cools you off. But yeah. Bad Dog says he loves the heat. There's different kinds of heat. There's 110-degree Arizona or Las Vegas heat. And then there's 100-degree southeast heat. And there's no humidity out west. I would rather run around in Arizona at 110 degrees than I would to run around here at 90 degrees. Yeah, I don't like the cold either. I wouldn't want to live up north either, where you have to deal with snow all the time or sub-freezing temperatures. I don't like that either. I don't like, you know what I like? San Diego. I don't like San Diego. I want San Diego weather. That's what I want. I want it to be 82 degrees 300 days a year. That's what I want. I want it to be 80, 78, 80, 82 for 300 days a year. I want San Diego weather. I mean, does that make me a bad person? I don't think it does. Damn, Ballard, what do you got, a stable? What are you doing? You got a stable, don't you? Nate says, what about San Antonio weather? Never been to San Antonio, but I'm assuming it's also 100% humidity in Texas, I would assume. What are you trying to become, Mormon, Ballard? Ballard, would you rather have one headache or two? Imagine walking around going, man, my head hurts. I wish I had a second headache. Oh, boy. Guess I'll have to answer for that later. When I get questioned by a woman, I pretend she's the police. I don't say anything. I say, look, am I being detained or am I free to go? I don't answer questions. I'm invoking my right to remain silent. Good point, Ronnie. It's a fair point. That's why you have the right to remain silent. That way, if they do detain you, you still have options. Ballard's never had a girlfriend. The girl that he's talking to now, he's been on one date with, and he's in the comment section telling people his relationship is complicated. Well, Ballard, you just wait, buddy. You have no idea. You have no idea, sir. Ballard, you want to come on tomorrow? It's too late to come on now. I'm going to end the show here in a little bit, but Ballard, if you want to call in tomorrow, you can. I would love to help you out with this complicated situation you're in. If you think it's complicated now, Ballard, wait till one of them gets a hold of your ding-a-ling for the first time. I'm assuming these women that Ballard are talking to are virgins, because that's just the type of woman Ballard is looking for. And once you, well, we'll talk about it tomorrow, Ballard. Yeah, Ballard did just cuss. He cussed yesterday, too, in the comment section. I saw it. He typed, damn. Now, I don't care. But, Ballard, you made a video 4 or 5 days ago and uploaded it. It was a short video, but the only point of the video was that you don't want people cussing on your channel anymore, and that you're not going to cuss anymore. Now, why you needed to make a video and let everybody know that, I don't know. I have no idea. But you did. It was like a 4-minute video that could have been 30 seconds long, because all you said in the 4 minutes over and over again was that you're not cussing anymore and you don't want anybody cussing on your channel. And then yesterday and today, you're all in the comments section with the cuss words. You want to know what I think happened? I think somebody you know watched one of your live streams or videos and either heard you cuss or heard people in your live stream cussing, and they sat you down and told you how wrong that was. I don't know if it was one of your grandparents, one of your parents, somebody from the magic show you go to, but that's what I think happened. And so you made that video on your channel because you knew they would watch it, saying you're not going to cuss anymore and you don't want people cussing on your channel, but now you're running around to everyone else's channel typing cuss words. So I guess what I would ask you is, don't you consider that to be a little hypocritical? It seems like you're pretending one thing on your channel for religious reasons, but then running around to the other channels, well, like a heathen. But we can discuss that more tomorrow. Reverend Lou will counsel you tomorrow, Ballard. So we can go on your channel and say hell or damn, Ballard. Is that what you're saying? But we can't say shit or fuck, or is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure I understand. I don't want to do anything on your channel to get you in any trouble. Can you give us a list of words that we can't say, Ballard? Or well, we could just get the list tomorrow. Jimmy Swaggart. JC over here dropping truth bombs in the comments section. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. Shout out again to Scott Kerr, what comes on every Monday with the fake news. Thank you, sir. I don't know if anyone is scheduled to come on tomorrow or not. So, Ballard, hopefully you can call in. If anybody wants to come on tomorrow, we'll work that out. But you can send me an email if you're interested in coming on the show sometime the next couple of weeks or whatever. And we'll work it out. Thursday, we will have VicTube on. And Friday, Ballard will read us the news. And we'll see what else we can come up with, too. How'd that be? Oh, I think that'd be just fine. Okay, good. All right. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Hope you get your week off to a good start today. I will be back tonight at 10 o'clock for the Lunch Money Show with me and your boy, Pigskin Pete. Pigskin Pete. Hope to see y'all there. Until then, have a good morning.